We are live, Russell Peterson. How are
Hey,
you?
how are you?
I'm good.
What's up, Yang Gang?
Lots of things going on. First of all, thank you for being on, talking with me 2 days before Christmas. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be here, and I want to apologize to your viewers for the way that the signal is coming through. Like I was explaining to you backstage, I live way up here in the mountains of Vermont, and
Yeah.
we have to pipe our internet signal in. So
Oh, so Vermont, yeah, it's a beautiful state. I was in Vermont a few times for my son's music festival a few years ago. I would go to a Western Vermont. So what's the relationship between there to you?
we're 20 minutes from the Canadian border.
Oh, very north.
Yeah.
I see. So do you have snow there right now, or you're very
It's been
cold?
snowing off and on. This has actually been a really mild winter for us. We
Oh
didn't
yeah.
even get snow until last month, so
Oh yeah.
that's a blessing for up here.
Yeah, yeah. So, I wanted to introduce you to our audience first. Let's see. Let me dig out. Now, I know Yangan know you. You're a celebrity within Yangan, but a lot of people in the audience may not be Yangan. So let me read just a short biography of you. Russell Peterson and his wife. Tell me one more time how to pronounce your wife's name.
Elasa.
Elasa! Hopefully, she'll join us later. So, Russell and his wife Elasa began a YouTube channel in the early days of the Andrew Yang campaign. Having been featured on CNN, Fox News, the New York Times, and more, Russell believes that America is at a pivotal moment in history. He and his family dedicated their time to keeping the Yangan informed on their GrassRoots #Yangan channel on YouTube. So people, please go subscribe Russell's channel, and it is in the description below in this talk show. So welcome again. So tell me a little bit, Russell, a little bit about where you from, like where were you born, a little bit your background, please.
Well, both my wife and I were actually born in Ohio, but our families moved to North Carolina when we were both young. We didn't know each other. Our families didn't know each other, and we actually met in a small town in North Carolina. And so it was kind of cool to actually marry someone from the same state that I'm from and met in a completely different state. So it was kind of just kind of one of those things, it's kind of magical for us. So, and
Yeah.
we lived in North Carolina for a long time, and we eventually moved during the Andrew Yang campaign to Vermont because it's very close to New Hampshire, and Andrew was campaigning a lot in New Hampshire. So we decided to move up here. We loved it up here. We love it up here.
Yeah. And you, can I say, can I ask, like, you have kids?
Yes, yes. The one we call Little Yang Gang, Zephaniah, he's the one that's always with us on the campaign trail.
Yeah. So I see you everywhere. I saw you everywhere. And I remember the first time physically I saw you was UBI March, November last year, November the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, it's been a year, a whole year. And I was
Crazy,
like,
right?
yeah, it's like, I really want to talk to you. I already saw you online. I was like, oh, you look familiar. I was like, there's a clip actually not on that video I made. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you look familiar. You look like a Fred. And then you said, I am prettier than Fred.
And still to this day, I am prettier than Fred.
Fred is Fred Ramin, the trucker, Fred the felon. We're talking about a strong strong, hardcore young gang. So, tell us a little bit about like what is like, everybody has a young gun story. Everybody starts somewhere. Where is this, ignition start for you and your wife?
That's actually a very, it's a lot more involved than just deciding, that one day that you want to be Yang Gang.
Mm,
An entire life story has gone into that, into the making of that decision
mm,
to decide to become, a member of the Yang Gang. The whole humanity first attitude that has, you know, we we identify ourselves as the broke folk. We're kind of, we're not rich people. We're poor people. We grew up poor. We didn't have a lot of money, and there have been times in my life, um, some through fault of my own, I guess, decisions that I've made, and some through no fault of my own.
mm,
Um, there have been homeless.
mm,
So that's something that's very near and dear to our hearts. That's
mm,
become, kind of like a mission for us. We can't stand to see anybody hurting like that because we know what it's like to be in that situation.
mm,
And when you hear somebody like Andrew Yang on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about, hey, we could do this thing called universal basic income, and it would virtually eradicate poverty in this country. It's like, wow, why aren't we already doing this? You mean that there's a way that we could help all these people at one time?
mm,
And that's just one facet of what universal basic income would do. We consider ourselves artists. We're media. We try to cover Andrew Yang and all the political things that are going on. But guess what? That doesn't pay a whole lot. And something like a universal basic income, it gives a person value above and beyond the work that they do. And I think that that's something that's so important. And I think that as an artist, something like universal basic income would revolutionize this country. It would bring a renaissance because there's so many artists, the quote, starving artists out there.
yeah.
And guess what? We shouldn't have to be starving. There should be a way to be able to create your art and feed yourself at the same time.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So, once you heard Joe Rogan's podcast, and then you started. So by then, are you're when like last February you were still in North Carolina, and then you gradually moved to North.
Yes, we were renting a house in Monroe, North Carolina, and we after the Joe Rogan podcast, we heard that Andrew Yang was going to be in South Carolina.
Mm,
This was before the Clyburn fish fry. This was back in it was literally out in a field that he was going to be there, and he was going to have a fish fry.
mm,
We thought, well, you know what, man, this guy, he's got these revolutionary ideas.
mm,
And remind me to talk about what really sold me on Andrew Yang. And it
mm,
wasn't even the idea of universal basic income.
mm,
But anyway, we went down there to South Carolina to this field where he was going to have this fish fry,
mm,
and actually got to meet Dr. Jermaine. That was the first time that we met Dr. Jermaine Johnson,
mm,
and he introduced Andrew Yang, and it was so cool to actually meet a pilot. We have this term politician, and politician seems to be a dirty word right now.
mm,
So we have this guy who's going to be a politician, and he's got all these wonderful, great ideas, and he
mm.
doesn't have any history of being a politician. He's an
Right.
outsider.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy that we can get behind.
Mm-hmm. Right.
and it just kind of evolved from there.
Yeah. Yeah. So now you are actually I think the second obvious time I met you was February the 10th in New Hampshire. You were you were covering Andrew Yan's. I think it was a town hall, right, in Manchester, one day before the New Hampshire primary, and you were you and your wife were there, and so I was able to capture you, and then you said something really moving. I said, "What are you going to do tomorrow?" Tomorrow meaning the primary day. You said, "We're going to try to help people if they need a ride. I'm gonna give them a lift." And then also, I would like to see if I can convert somebody to vote for Andrew Yang. And then, oh, capture on my camera. So anyway, it's really
And you
lovely.
know what?
Yes, you did. You do that?
I did it. I
Oh
sure
yeah!
did.
Oh
I
my
sure
god!
did.
Oh my god!
I sure did. We got a video of it up on the channel. We I can't remember where I think we posted it somewhere or
Oh
something, and somebody responded to it and said that they needed a ride to the polls. So
yeah,
we picked them up and
yeah,
took them to the polls, and on the
yeah,
way we convinced them to vote for Andrew Yang, and she
yeah.
voted for Andrew Yang.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, you're in your little talk is in my film. Now, so tell me what what were you thinking? Because I wasn't able to see you. Oh yeah, you already left. You were not on February 11th in Manchester, right? You went somewhere else to cover something. So where were you? The day Andrew Yang suspended his campaign.
The day that Andrew suspended his campaign, I
Yeah.
think we had ended up back home at
Mm,
some point
yeah.
because I remember when the news came in
Yeah.
because I put a video out that night,
Yeah.
and if anybody wants to go watch
Oh yeah.
that, I'm telling you what,
Oh yeah.
I was mad, I
Yeah.
was
Oh,
hot.
you were cursing, right?
Oh yeah, you can believe it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that was bad. And so, other than you were really angry, what was your initial first reaction? Like, tell me a little bit. I'm always kind of curious to know that day how people felt that night.
There was no other reaction. I felt betrayed. I absolutely felt betrayed. Like it felt like my best friend in the whole stabbed me in the back. That's what it felt like because we had poured so much of our lives into the campaign, and
Right.
our lives had actually developed around the
Mm,
campaign.
right. Right.
It's kind of crazy because we went on this evolution and this
Right.
journey with the Yang Gang through this
Right.
whole thing.
Right.
And when he suspended, it was just like, no, this is not happening. No, we are going to take the White House. If we got to go down there and beat the doors down, we are taking the White House this year. And man, it was tough. It was tough. It's still tough. Like just me talking to you right now, like
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah.
because his idea, it's not so much Andrew Yang, right?
Yeah.
Because Andrew Yang is a phenomenal person.
Yeah.
He's this amazing human being, and I think he could be a once in a lifetime president.
Yeah.
It's the ideas and the ideals that encapsulates Andrew Yang. It's the idea that we can do better. You know,
Yeah.
we don't have to have homeless people. We don't have to. Excuse me.
Mm.
I get emotional because it's very dear to me
Mm.
because I know what it's like to struggle, and I
Mm-hmm.
know what it's like for other people to struggle, and it's
Right.
never pretty.
Mm. Right.
And to think that we could do something about it,
Mm. Mm. Right. Right. So I remember. Um, I remember I was a little naive, or maybe not smart. I feel a little stupid, when he announced, yeah, when he announced, because I was holding a camera, live streaming. Um, I had no idea it's coming. So even though the house I was staying at, Jack's house, in New Hampshire, there's a bunch of there's like a six young and six people working for the campaign, Andrew Yang campaign, and they were actually let go a week ago. Let go a week ago, the primary. So I still did not realize that, that's just so stupid. So anyway, yeah. So it was rough. Now, you kept doing your media. So tell us a little bit about the progress of your channel, GrassRoots #Yangan.
Um, well, obviously, after Andrew, like before Andrew suspended, we had, like phenomenal viewership. I mean, like we were gaining subscribers all the time, and we still have over 10,000 subscribers on our channel, and which is every one of them that are, they're amazing. They're always there. They always try to support the channel.
Mhm.
Um, but after he suspended it, I don't know. It's like we still cover politics,
Mhm.
but it's not because we want to, if
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
When Andrew was running it, we covered politics because we wanted to.
Mhm.
But if you look around, I mean, if this pandemic has taught us anything, it's that our leadership is so inept and out of touch
Mhm.
that it's just mind-boggling. The
Mhm.
fact that Nancy Pelosi can sit up there and talk about how $600 is so awesome for the American people, and it's just like, are you freaking kidding me, bro? That's not even. Listen, I pay $500 every 3 months. Every 3 weeks
Mhm.
just for oil in my house to heat my house to get through the winter.
Yeah.
$500. What is
Yeah.
that $600 going to do?
Yeah. Yeah. So what is the verdict right now? Are they still talking? And are they still discussing, or like Trump's like try to act like he's gonna give people more money? What's the story?
Well, right now, what's going on is it's. I kind of wonder if this whole, Trump coming out and saying, "Oh, well, we got to give the people 2,000."
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if that was just a ploy to get everybody fighting again. That way, the American people get no relief, and we're going to be sitting here in the middle of January, and nobody's
Yeah.
still going to have any kind of check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but right now, it's a political game of chicken.
Yeah.
Donald Trump can't really say anything more about it other than I'll support it,
Yeah.
because if he does say something, he looks weak. Nancy Pelosi has already said, "Well, we'll support it 100%," and they're going to have a vote on it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And but see, that's just it, man. Even if it passes, it's like, is what's Mitch McConnell going to do?
Uh-huh.
He's sitting over there with Rand Paul and all them other people who don't think anybody should have anything, and
Yeah.
everybody should always stay poor.
Yeah.
you know, Rand Paul, just that clip of him talking about, oh, well, maybe we should just give everybody
Yeah.
$2,000 a month. Yeah, you know what, Rand Paul, maybe we should. Maybe
Yeah.
people to just be people instead of fucking the way we got it set up now. Because the
Mhm.
fact of the matter is, Andrew Yang is right, and the robots are taking everybody's jobs. And if the one thing that doesn't catch COVID or any other disease is the
The
robot.
robot. Yeah.
Automation. All
Yeah.
this is doing is hastening what Andrew Yang has already been talking about.
Yeah. They don't even need to go to see doctors. Yeah. Yeah, it's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's frightening. I mean,
Yeah.
because look, give it another. Just the future that I see my son growing up in.
Yeah.
it's way different than the one I grew up in, and I'm Generation X.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we're the cool generation.
Mm-hmm.
And the generation that I mean, my son's generation, coming up, wow, they are so savvy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's unreal the things that he can do with his tablet, and it blows my mind.
Yeah. So you're so well spoken and you're so alert about the current issues. Are you always like that? Like when you were in like high school or middle school, are you always a leader of some kind?
I don't know that I'm a leader now.
No, you are. You
I
are.
just,
Yeah.
I just, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what you would call it. I feel other people's pain, you know, because I've been there. I can sympathize and empathize.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks to be homeless. It's, you know,
Mhm.
there was a time um, when I was homeless. I think I've been homeless 3 times, and
Oh,
one of
wow.
those times,
Mm.
um, I was I had just gotten a job at McDonald's. Number one, how shitty is that? I had just gotten a job at McDonald's, but it was the only job that I could get at the time.
Mm. Mm.
But I needed work. I had to work. It's not like I was lazy, you
Yeah.
know. I was just in a bad spot.
Mm.
And it was wintertime. And I remember starting the job, and I had to take, there was this little patch of woods out behind McDonald's, and I had a bag of clothes, and I took that bag of clothes and hid it in the woods, and that's where I slept. Now imagine being homeless, sleeping in the cold in the middle of winter, trying to you don't have an alarm clock, you don't have a way to take a shower, you
Mm.
just got a job. If you could just get a couple paychecks in, maybe you can find a place to stay. But how is that going to happen?
Mm.
Because you're so broke and you're so poor that you don't have a place to take a shower. You don't have a place to sleep. You don't have an alarm clock because you don't have a check.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, it's such a bad situation,
Mm.
you
Right.
know. And then flash forward, you know, many years later, and my me and Elasa become homeless, and she's pregnant. You know, we're about to have a baby, and we're homeless, and
Mm.
we have no place to stay.
Mm.
I mean, it's when you've been in tough situations like that,
Yeah.
you can look at another person's situation and you can just be like, man, that sucks. You know, we got to do better.
Mm.
We have to do better. We have to start putting humanity first, because somewhere along the way, we lost the idea of humanity in the corporate struggle. You know, in this dog eat dog world that we've made, this capitalistic society, and there's nothing wrong with capitalism. I love capitalism,
Mm.
but there's got to be a better way to do it, because
Mm.
the disparity is just getting worse and worse. Poor
Mhm.
people are getting poorer. They're not getting richer.
Mhm.
You have your outliers, people who are success stories,
Mhm.
but by and large, people in the cities are getting left behind because there's no opportunities there.
Mhm.
People in the country in rural areas are getting left behind because there's no opportunities there. Everything's going into the STEM industries.
Mhm.
And if you're not part of that industry, then you're being left behind. And the fact of the matter is, it's going to be very hard to get into those fields.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, Mama just made the light better.
Oh.
She said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
That's nice. Thank you. Yeah. So, how would you like to share with us? Like, how did you get out that situation of being homeless and being pregnant? How did you get out of that?
One damn foot in front of the other. That's it.
I see.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure at that time we had gone into the storage locker business. We were buying storage lockers,
Oh,
and anyway, it was so crazy because one situation led to another, and you
yeah.
get behind on bills. You can't reinvest in inventory, and you know you just get further and further behind. And then we were actually trying to help someone,
Mm,
and where we lived, water was really expensive. We lived in the most expensive county in North Carolina for water.
mm,
Well, because we know what it's like to be homeless, we actually moved one of our homeless friends in. We found out that he was homeless, and we moved him in because he was living in the woods.
mm.
Well, he wanted to take 6 baths a day, I guess because he had been starving for no water. And it literally it ran our water bill up to almost $1,000,
Oh my God.
and we couldn't pay it, and our water ended up getting shut off,
Mm,
and we got behind on that. We couldn't pay the rent,
yeah,
and it was horrible, and we
yeah,
ended up homeless. And then just one step at a time, man. You just
yeah,
got to keep fighting. That's
yeah.
the one thing about Americans is we are, no matter how down and out we are, we're gonna keep fighting.
Yeah,
And I hope that that American spirit can shine through right now, because I feel like we really need it. We
yeah.
really need that American spirit
Mm-hmm.
to
Right.
shine through,
Yeah.
because the politicians aren't helping us.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving us so many mixed signals out of Washington that who knows what to believe in,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. So, would you like to share one of your favorite talk show? I can screen share to our audience. Do you have something? Should I open your YouTube channel?
I
Do you
mean,
have?
can if you want to.
Yeah. So let's
I
see.
have there's some since we began this channel, we've
Yeah.
had so many moments
Yeah.
that you can't just pick one, or you can't pick five. You really can. We've been blessed.
Okay. Here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So this is a Russell's channel. Wow. Really nice. Handsome.
Thanks.
So, um, so you want me to pick one?
Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So how about we just pick the newest one? Okay.
Okay.
You did it 21 hour ago. Okay. So how often do you do your talk?
We usually try to upload at least once a week. We've kind of been here lately because we moved into a new house, and we've been trying to get it livable.
Uh,
So it's been a process, but we still try to keep up with it.
oh, okay. So you tape yourself and then you upload. It's not live.
It depends.
Oh,
All the ones that you see, like the nudge sounds ones and the religion and politics, those are all live. We
oh,
do
okay.
live, and we pre-record.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this one is the latest one. Let's just watch a little bit, please. Yeah.
What's
Nice.
up, gang gang? So we got a lot of news to cover.
Pretty
Are you feeling it?
people.
Not exactly.
Me either. If y'all have done any kind of research on this bill that they have passed, it is absolute complete ridiculousness. First of all, it's not a relief bill. Okay, the relief bill was tacked on to the omnibus bill. And in this omnibus bill, most of this money is going to other countries. It's not even going to our country.
Nope.
And the fact that they can a company that's run by Bill Gates is getting almost $4 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Can we help our people? I mean, I understand that, we want to help everybody. Absolutely. And I don't begrudge anybody getting help or anybody getting a vaccination if they need a vaccination. But how dare you call it a relief bill when there is no relief for the people whatsoever?
And you may have seen this Rand Paul here.
Free money for everyone, they cry. And yet, if free money were the answer, if money really grew on trees, why not give more free money? Why not give it out all the time? Why stop at $600 a person? Why not $1,000? Why not $2,000? Maybe these new free money Republicans should join the Everybody Gets a Guaranteed Income caucus. Why not
gang?
Year for everybody? Why not 30,000? If we can print up money with impunity, why not do it?
He was being sarcastic, but bless you. He was being sarcastic, but actually he doesn't even know it. He's right. Of course we can help the people in big ways like that. And also with $900 billion, if that had just been the stimulus bill, you could have given everyone that makes less than $100,000 a year. You could give each person, including children, dependents, $4,000. So that's $16,000 for a family of 4. They could have done that instead. That would have helped a lot more.
So to call this a relief bill is it's very disingenuous. Nancy Pelosi spends $600 going to get her hair done. And she's got a $24,000 refrigerator. I don't know how frustrated we have to get as a country before somehow these people are finally put in their damn place. It's just ridiculous.
I'm going to say never. Not until we as Americans stop voting the same crap in and stop re-electing the same garbage.
But we can't let the other side win.
Yeah.
Because if we let the Republicans win, then they're going to be Republicans. And if we let the Democrats win, they're going to be Democrats.
Right? Can't have that.
Oh, can't have that.
So we got to keep re-electing.
We got to keep the two-party system. It's the only way that America doesn't explode. They're presented, right, with this 5,000-page bill. Hours before they have to vote on it. They don't know what's in it.
Very nice. Good. So sharp. Very, very sharp. Very nice. So let me see. Maybe we can pick another one later. So yeah. So what do you think? Oh yeah, I want to ask you. You have a different opinion. I know you have a different opinion. What do you think of Andrew Yang, may possibly running for mayor, New York City mayor?
I think that it is such a bad move.
Oh yeah. Tell me.
Bad move politically. It's a good move as a humanitarian. And knowing Andrew Yang, I know Andrew Yang, he is a humanitarian first and foremost. And if that's where he feels like he can have the most impact, that's where he's going to be. Politically, I don't think that there is any upside whatsoever. And I think that there is a whole lot of downside. Because the fact of the matter is the DNC already has their little darling picked out for the next presidential run, and that's Kamala Harris. They already have let it be known that Andrew Yang is not part of the party. She's just not, because he's not going to toe the company line. And I just, I heard today that he actually turned down a cabinet position.
What?
And the Biden team reached out to Andrew Yang and offered him a position, and they turned it down. So that was probably because he was thinking that it was probably a shitty position, and probably wasn't going to be no count. He wasn't going to be able to have any impact. So he was probably like, screw this, I'll just run for mayor of New York City.
Is there a timeline he must announce, or it's a future thing, right? It's in November of next year. What is the timeline? Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I think it's got to be soon. You know, if you're going to announce for it, it's probably going to be really, really soon. Probably shortly after the new year, I would think.
Yeah.
Okay. This just in, Mama Yang Gang said that she heard today that he will be filing next week.
Oh my God.
There you have it.
Mama Yan is funny. They call me Mama Yan because at the trail, I keep saying, you know, I'm Andrew Yan's mother, you know, but you have a Mama Yan Yan. I'm an Andrew Yan's mother.
Like when you say that to white people just believe you. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, actually, it's funny when we were in New Hampshire in Kings to see him. He had office open when we were people waiting outside because he was late. And then when I was walking towards the gate, the whatever steps, and then one girl says, "Are you Andrew Yan's mother?" I said, "Yes." So anyway, well,
I'm
so
pretty sure I was there.
you were there
at the office opening. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, at the King. Oh, that was So, that was the crazy. Oh, New Year's Day. That's New Year's Day. New Year's Day, we were in Nashua first, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Fred was there too. We had a lunch with Fred and Sarah and Nick. Oh my God! Somebody gave us money.
Yes, by all means, super chat. Support the channel for sure.
Thank you. Who is this person? He's your fan, I think.
Russell is the Jimmy Dory of Yang Gang. You know what? I promise you, I will take that title all day long because Jimmy Dory knows what he's talking about most of the
time. Thank you so much. I appreciate. We appreciate. So, so what you worry about is that you worry Andrew Yan will fail, like not success. Being a mayor.
That's just it, though. Even if he succeeds, he fails as mayor of New York City. Because no matter how good a job you do, you're always going to piss off somebody there. And the pissed off part is always going to talk bad about you. And you then have established a political history. And now the media has something that they can attack. They can be like, oh, well, you know, he couldn't accomplish anything in New York City. Look how bad he did this and this and this area. They won't point out the good things. They'll only point out the negative things. And they'll be like, well, what makes you think that he can be president of the United States?
But then if he cannot even fix New York City, how can he fix United States?
Right. That'll be the narrative that they push. And not only that, but then it locks him into where one, he looks like if he does run in 2024, he looks like a political opportunist, you know? So you kind of lose a little bit of credibility there. You know, and then if you don't run in 2024, then that means you're the closest that you can run is 2028.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? There are too many people now for you to run in 2028. We don't need help in 2028. We need help now. The house is on fire and we need help putting it out. And guess what? You're the best fireman for the job. So get your ass in the fucking gear and run in 2024. He should hire me as his hype man. I'm telling you, if Andrew Yang would hire me as his hype man, we would win the next election.
What about he runs for mayor and he be the mayor and then he can still run 2024?
He can, but it makes it a lot more difficult because you have to sign a paper that says that you're not going to choose, you know, you're not going to try to advance yourself. You're not going to use the office for political gain. You know, but people do it. Like you could get to time to run. I mean, he could be like, well, you know, the country isn't where I thought it was. You know, I just feel like I have to run for my country, you know, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you can do that. You know, I mean, there's ways around it, but then you just look like a political opportunist. You know what I'm saying? And then you also have that 2 years of history. But then they'll say, oh, well, the job must have been too tough in New York City because now he's trying to run for president, you know, because he couldn't do the job in New York City. What makes you think he can be president? And here we go again with the narrative. Narrative.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I will be. I feel like I will have, you know, opportunity to contribute my time and my skill and my canvassing skill now. No, I'm pretty good at that. I didn't even know.
That's just it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we live in a different age. I mean, yes, I understand the whole knocking on doors thing, and you got to have canvassers, but there are different ways to do things now.
Yeah.
There are much different ways to do things. And I kind of feel like that's where Andrew Yang failed, because he got away from doing like the rallies. Like if you went to the rally in Boston, or you went to the rally in Portland, there was so much energy surrounding the campaign at those rallies, and it was just like people were jacked because they were like, yeah, finally somebody that represents us.
Yeah.
The whole segment of society that doesn't feel represented. Now somebody finally gets us, the broke folk vote.
Yeah.
And there was so much energy there, and then he just like abandoned those. He abandoned the rallies. If Trump taught us anything, the last time out, when he ran against Hillary Clinton, if he taught us anything, is all you got to do is flip a bird to the establishment and be like, you know what? F all those politicians. They all suck. None of them people up there have your best interests at heart. Vote for me because I'm going to drain the swamp. See, the difference between Donald Trump and Andrew Yang is Andrew Yang actually has a plan to do that. It's called democracy dollars. And that was the thing that sold me the most on Andrew Yang, because I followed politics for so long, and all I see is corruption. Everywhere you look, it's just corruption. Every one of those SOBs up in Washington, they answer to corporate masters. They do not answer to you and me, we the people. And it makes me so sick. And then Andrew Yang comes along and he's like, look, you want to drain the swamp? Let's give everybody democracy dollars. That way, even, you know, poor people can donate to campaigns and stuff. And then wash out all the corporate money.
Explain.
Like, wow.
Explain.
Let's give the power back to the people. That makes so much sense.
So, Russell, what is democracy dollars if someone doesn't know?
Democracy dollars is an allotment of so much money that you can donate to a political campaign. You can only use it for political campaigns. Well, when you do that and you put money into everybody's hand, people that don't ordinarily donate to political campaigns all of a sudden will like, screw it. I mean, it's free money. If I don't use it, I can't spend it at the grocery store. I got to donate it to a political campaign. So that makes the people in Washington all of a sudden have to listen to the people instead of the corporations. Because now the people hold the power. Wow. Isn't that the way this country's actually supposed to be? Isn't the people in Washington supposed to work for us? Because last I checked, they ain't doing a mother thing for me.
Yeah. So democracy dollar is amount of the money given by the government just for the purpose of making donations to political cause, right? If you don't
political campaigns.
Yeah, if you don't give, you can't keep it for yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't do you any good. It's just like a credit.
Yeah, it's like a way of saying everybody go out to vote. You know, I'm rewarding you, right, to go vote. And also, what about Russell? I have no idea this college. What do you call the election thing? What is
electoral college?
Electoral college. It's so confusing. And it's so
confusing
old.
For me too. It's confusing for every American.
It's so old, and it's the sensors are changing all the time, and how accurate it is, and why can we eventually vote our politicians by popular votes?
I mean, I guess I understand that, and shout outs to Ryan Odagawa. I probably butchered that name. I know.
Hi, Ryan.
They said it's a Russell is the Flavor Flav of Andrew Yang. I'll take that too.
All right then.
For sure. Give me the microphone. Let me be his hype man, and I promise you, we will take 2024. But what was you asking? I forgot.
I was asking why can't we have a popular vote?
Oh yeah, I don't. To me, it does seem outdated. Nobody understands it. I kind of feel like if we got ranked choice voting in, it would help matters a whole lot. And as you put it, you know, you were talking about why can't we do a popular vote? I mean, I guess the argument that I have against that is if we see anything from this last time out, there's a lot of stupid people out there. And if we're just going by popular vote, you're going to have a lot of stupid people voting stupidly. So I don't know. I mean, while I'm kind of for the popular vote, you know, majority rules, on the other hand, I'm kind of against it because there's an argument to be made the other way. But I really believe that that's why if we have ranked choice voting, then it all shakes out in the end. You know, you have your outliers on both sides, but it all shakes out in the end. And eventually you got the person who's supposed to be there.
Right. Very good. Is Elasa available? Is Mama Yangan available? Should we have her?
I might be able to squeeze her in if you really want me to.
Sure.
If you know anything about me, I like to talk.
I wanted to, you know, have a chat with her if she's available. Let me make this the horizontally. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Good. I just got done baking.
Huh? You're baking? Oh. What are you baking?
Coconut cream pie and cherry pie. The cherry pie kind of exploded. I still got to do meringue, but I'm going to do that later.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm good. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So Russell is so sweet. You know,
you got police out there. What's going on at your house?
Police. I live in Manhattan. There's a lot of a siren going on outside the window. Police. So yeah. Yeah, he's very sweet, and he always includes you and your channel. It really is two of you together. You're always a duo, right? So it's very sweet for a husband-wife involved in this way. And I was wondering, like during the campaign, how do you juggle around your life, your son, your everyday schedule, and still able to do things together? So it's really amazing. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing. Like I know you also were born in Ohio, just like Russell. So tell me a little bit your story, please.
Well, I was born in Ohio, as you know, but I don't really remember it because we moved to North Carolina when I was about 2, and we were there was 3 of us kids, and then my dad remarried, and there were 6 of us. So we had a family of 8 living we grew up in the same house in a small town till we were adults. There wasn't really anything remarkable or unremarkable. It was just, a normal family. I got into politics when I was like 16.
There ain't nothing normal about your family.
Okay, not super normal, but it wasn't super weird either.
They could be.
And I got into politics because of a political science class that I took in high school. Yeah. But then I became an adult. I voted, and maybe a couple years after that, I stopped paying attention because it felt like it was all garbage to me. Yeah. And then got back into politics when Andrew Yang came in the picture.
Yeah. So 2 of you, how did you meet? May I ask?
How do we meet? Mexican food?
Facebook.
Yeah.
I was actually friends with her sister on Facebook, and I think she sent me a message and like, all snippy one day. Like, wait, we got to talking because I liked The Notebook, the movie The Notebook.
Because remember
On my profile.
Facebook had it where it had your likes right there near the top of your profile. These are the movies you like. These are
Yeah.
the music.
I got her because of The Notebook. Thank you.
His favorite movie was The Notebook, and I was
Man.
like, "That's not true."
Look, I'm telling you what, you already know I like to cry. In that movie, I cried through the whole movie, man. I just bawled.
Yeah, refresh my memory. What is a notebook about? Because I may have seen
It's
it.
a love story. It's
Huh?
a love story.
Love story. Oh, okay.
It's kind of a tragic love story.
Oh, okay.
You should watch it. It's a good
Definitely
movie.
watch it.
Yeah.
Definitely
yeah.
check it out. But
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
and then we decided to meet over Mexican food. And
That's both of our favorite
Oh.
food,
Yeah.
Mexican
we
food.
both ate at the same Mexican restaurant, just didn't know it. And so we met there, and it just rest is history.
He started asking me. He was asking me about a good gift for a friend for their wedding.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay, so you go into a first date, right? And as the guy, you've got to be able to carry the conversation. And I'm already nervous.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been out on a date,
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm like making up this whole story about, and I actually looked it up on YouTube before I went on the date, like how to keep a conversation going. YouTube. So I made up this whole bullshit thing about how I had to buy a gift for a friend, and like I don't know. And here we are. So
It worked. It worked. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So when now, did you like it both, like starting to be influenced by Andrew Yan's idea altogether, or like who is more strong, or you both just thinking the same way, like when Andrew Yan appears in your life?
Yeah, we were both pretty much on the same page from the beginning. As soon as we found out about Andrew Yang, we were both all in. So yeah.
And it's crazy because like shortly after we had watched that, and I started doing some research on Andrew Yang and the Yang Gang, and it was weird because like this feeling kept growing, like we got to give everything we got to help this guy get elected because it's so important. And I went to it one day and I was like, you know what, I got a crazy idea. I was like, I think if we start a YouTube channel and we can provide value to the Yang Gang, they'll support it because they seem to be about humanity first. They seem to be all about supporting each other. I was like, and this was in the really, really early days. I mean, there was so few Yang Gang that it's unreal. So we just started. We were so horrible in the beginning when we started our channel. We
Yeah,
were
if you
such
go back to
amateurs.
our first videos, they're not that great.
We were recording vertically.
But people still liked it
But
because
people liked it because
it's the
we were
Yang
genuine.
Gang.
And we were
Yeah.
genuine. We were trying to tell people how to Yang people.
Oh. So
Yeah,
your channel provides content for Yang Gang. That's why it's called GrassRoots Yang Gang, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
all about the grassroots, man.
And then
Yeah.
it also
And we're
spread
country,
it
so.
out to what we were trying to do during the campaign was to spread that out
Yeah.
to everyone beyond the Yang Gang as well, so that they could find out who Andrew was.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm digging into your first video.
It's gonna take you a while to get down there. It's a lot of videos.
And sometimes YouTube, like when I check my own video, it doesn't let me go all the way to the first one. Did you
There's
ever?
a way
You can sort by oldest.
if you're on mobile. Can you do that on
Oh,
computer too?
Just
Oh
go
yeah,
up
go
to
all the way back to the top.
oh,
and
okay.
then sort by
You're right.
oldest to newest.
Thank you.
There it is.
Where's the sword?
Sort by.
All of those
Where?
beautiful people in our banner up there are the Portland Yang Gang,
Yeah.
and they were so awesome while we were out there.
Go to the right. Take your mouse to the right.
Here.
Yeah.
It disappeared. Where'd it go? It was
Yeah.
just there.
Really?
Now it's gone.
Oh, okay.
Where'd it go? Sort?
No, you're just looking at that arrow right there.
No, right here it said sort, but the sort button just disappeared. Didn't it? I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
You may be crazy.
Like I don't see it here. Sorry. Play play all. So
Play it
anyway,
all that would take.
So what are Elasa's thoughts on Andrew Yang's potential past
yeah.
leading humanity forward, Biden cabinet, New York City mayor run 2024? What are your thoughts?
I guess while you're scrolling all the way to the bottom, I can answer that.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Moving forward's great. So I would like him to continue to do that, obviously. From what I found out today, he did turn down the cabinet position because it was probably garbage, which is fine because it probably would have went nowhere.
Remember when Andrew said, he said, I ain't playing for a damn cabinet position, a position in Biden's cabinet. Remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? Oh my gosh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, anyway, it was Andrew Yang. Because, because it pumped up the Yang gang that night. And everybody was like, yeah, we are not settling for
I guess
position
I
in Biden's
vaguely
cabinet.
remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think he should run for mayor, but it's already happening because that's going to, I don't think that's going to push him out to 2028. I think it's going to push him out to 2032.
Oh my god.
Hell no, man.
That's too far in the future.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. Look,
You
this
can't
is
do
the,
that, man.
it doesn't let me go
You
anymore.
are too vitally important to the heart and soul of this country as a leader to be wasting your time as the fucking mayor of New York City. Sorry, I'm just, man, you're starting to get me fired up. That's crazy.
But maybe he can do some good for New York City, and but it's not going to be good for his presidential run in 2024 that we're all hoping for, that we all need. So,
Well, I promise you one thing. If Andrew Yang does not run in 2024, I will use everything that I have to convince Vermin Supreme to run as a real candidate and take the boot off of his head.
Okay, so look at YouTube. Just now let me go further.
That's it. That's the beginning. That's all. That's very
so
beginning.
the first one is just an intro that doesn't have anything in it, but the second one is the very first video he made.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
It's gonna be so embarrassing.
Well, wait.
Right. See what we've done. Now it's up to you to do your part. Become part of the Yang fleet. See what we've done. But now we got to check your commitment level. Let's see how committed you really are. Okay? Now it's time for some extra credit. Now you see my muted face, right? Check this out.
Where is this?
You can't even see it. I put letters on the front of the car.
Where is this?
Oh, that's in North Carolina. That's the house that we were renting before we moved up here.
Okay. Yeah.
I wrote secure the bag. That way when I pulled up behind people, they looked in their rearview mirror, they could see secure the bag.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's terrible.
It's cute.
Here's the bag, baby.
Well, there you have it.
That's good. That's memory. That's your history.
But there was one video where it was great, and it should be right near there.
Our hands.
You can go back.
Yeah, I'm going back. Okay. Which one?
Oh, let me see. It's the one where
We might
you
have.
smash your fingers.
Oh, that's up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, right up there is the Andrew Yang in South Carolina.
There it is. The one where you see Russell standing there with his back turned to you, holding up the claw next to the blue car. It's to the left of, that one.
That was one of our best videos.
Oh, okay.
One of our best early videos. Was,
Nice opening. Nice intro.
It gets so loud though.
Oh, really?
That was the first picture we took with Andrew Yang.
Yep.
What's up, Yang Gang? Thank you for tuning in. Just want to give a big shout out to all the new subscribers. We are up over 300 subscribers. Let's push it to 1,000 so that we can live stream from the phone, because I think that will be so much more exciting than the alternative. So the outpouring has been tremendous. The viewership is up. We're up over probably 10,000 views at this point in time on our videos. And we appreciate those who have donated to this cause. Every dollar that y'all donate really helps us to spread the message and helps us get to events and things of that nature. And as of the recording of this video, we've raised almost $200, and that money is going directly back in to fund our ventures to help get the word out about Andrew Yang. So we hope that you enjoy this video. This one is
We're preaching the gospel, baby. Preaching the gospel of Andrew Yang.
And it's something new. And we hope that y'all will enjoy it. It is called Operation Bank Draft. We're having a strategy session right now. Do you want to be on camera?
Oh, not right now. I'll be in there in a second. I never
Is that the same one? Is that the same one?
Yes, same video. But anyway, that is, if y'all want to go back and watch that video, that was one of our, to me, that was one of our better videos.
Probably because I smashed my finger.
It was great. Not great.
Andrew Yang. Okay, we can.
So let me put this in quiet mode now. So how and when you developed a skill of video? Like, are you always doing video before, or you just did it when your channel started? Oh yeah, you're a video person?
We learned, when we started this, like, you saw how I was filming, and like everything that we do in our videos now, she does 90% of the editing.
Yeah. After the first few videos he did by himself, I started editing the videos. Then I started being in the videos more because I wasn't in the first few because I didn't want to be on camera. And but yeah, it's a lot of work. But now that I figured out more about what I'm doing, I can do it a little bit quicker, but it still takes so much work to edit videos and get it all together and get the sound and the music right and everything.
What program do you use?
I use KindMaster. I think that's what it's called. It's an app on my phone because I've tried editing on a computer and I cannot do it. I mess up every time. So I've stuck strictly to apps and everything to get it edited. So it's probably not the best one out there, but I find it to be the easiest and it has a lot of options. But yeah, we've made YouTube videos way in the past though. Yeah. They weren't too bad.
We had another channel way back in the day, and it focused more on our activism because, you know, we've always been, you know, passionate about taking care of the homeless and protesting against Bank of America and, you know, so many things during our activist days. But yeah, and then.
But we still weren't that great then. I just learned along the way by watching YouTube or Googling it, trying to figure out what I was doing. So I think I'm better now than I was then, but I'm not an expert.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, your intro and intro was very sharp, and now your thumbnails are very nice. Very, very attractive. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so we're almost up to time. Shall we do the rapid fire?
Sure.
Do you have any other things you want to touch? Oh, ask me about my film.
How about, thank you so much, first of all, for actually including us in the documentary.
You're very welcome.
It's an honor for us because it has been quite a journey. And to actually see it being captured, not by just our eyes, but by others' eyes as well, it offers a unique perspective for us. And so we appreciate very much that you included us in that.
Yeah, of course. I wish, you know, I capture you more. It was just that moment I saw you. I had an opportunity to talk to you one day before a New Hampshire primary. So yeah, I worked really hard on this thing. It was
awesome. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it.
You watched it?
I did.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, maybe we can talk in private if you could, and just tell me which part you think I should cut, you know, because it's.
You should cut any part that doesn't have me in it and lengthen any part that does have meaning. That's the best advice that I can offer.
The film
Don't
is
take
really,
that advice.
the film is too long still, but today I cut it to like 1 hour 35 minutes, so every minute is very difficult to cut. So it's been an interesting journey. When I started, I didn't think I was making a film, so it wasn't like a planned that I will make a feature documentary. I just shot whenever I go and keep shooting, and then now this so the plan is hopefully people will come on January 4th. I plan to do a private, I don't know if it's possible, private Yangan preview online. Do you know anything about that? Like, do you know how can I do a watch party? Then people can make a comment, but it's not a streaming though, because if you stream a video or film, the quality reduces, the sound quality, right? Do you know anything?
I'm pretty sure you can just set it as a private link and just give everybody that you want to be there the private link, and everybody should be able to
I
chat.
would
Yeah.
say
But then there's no
maybe
fun.
set it as a premiere.
Yeah.
If you set it as a premiere, you're not live streaming, so it keeps the original quality. So if you set it as a premiere and make it unlisted, where you can still view it, but only if you have the link.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you chat with people if you want to have reaction when people watching?
I'm pretty sure that if it's a premiere, everybody that has the link can chat during.
Yeah, it would be like now with the chat, but if you wanted to do it with like video, I don't know. I don't know how. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll find out. I'll find out. I have 2 weeks. So let's do a rapid fire. I probably will just have you guys in turn. You can stay if you want to. I'll throw a question at you. How about I ask a question and you both can answer? Okay. And then it's like a couple therapy.
Wait. You're saying this is not a competition?
No, it's not a competition. No, it's just fun. So,
I was gonna win.
What is So, first question: what's your favorite?
I'm ready.
What's your
now,
favorite?
My shortest answer is about 4 minutes long, right?
No, 3 seconds. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Red.
I already know that. What's your favorite food genre?
Mexican.
Are you a mountain person or a river person?
We live in the mountains and we live right next to a river, so I guess we're mountain and river people.
I like both. I don't know. That's hard to choose. I would choose river. I'll choose river.
All right. So if you have if there's no COVID right now, which foreign country you would like to visit?
Ooh, that's tough. Because
That is tough.
I would love to go see the Hobbits in New Zealand because that is just beautiful country.
Nice.
However, my people are Germanic and Irish, so I think we would visit the motherland.
Go to Ireland. I've always wanted to go to France. I've always wanted to visit Italy. I don't know what's at the top of my list, but every country. Let's go everywhere. Get them. Go.
Yeah. Okay. If I were to take you to a bar right now, what drinks do you order?
Corona. I love beer, so any kind of beer.
I actually don't know what I would order.
She would order
something with coconut, probably something with coconut rum.
Some little girly drink.
Something fruity. Yeah.
So, what kind of if you we cannot talk about that. Yeah, never mind.
What?
No, I was going to say
we can talk about it. We can talk.
I was going to say what Christmas presents you wish to get this year.
What Christmas presents do you wish to get?
We can't talk about that before Christmas. You're right.
Say what you wish to get.
I don't know. I like giving more than getting, but I mean, I don't know.
I wish Mitch would give me my money. That's what I wish.
Cash money. I mean, there is one thing I want, but it's not a very good Christmas gift. Like at some point, I want a really nice
I already
mix.
got you a vacuum cleaner. I'm just playing.
A nice mixer to bake because I just have a little dinky ham mixer. So that's just. But I don't
But
know.
that's not really. I would never get her a kitchen utensil or a vacuum or anything like that as a Christmas present. And if any man out there does that, you probably need to butt me.
It needs to be as like a random Wednesday gift, right?
Yeah, it's like, hey, I just went to Walmart and I got you a mixer. You know, you don't give that as a Christmas present.
Because it's like, here, bake some more.
Yeah, go bake me a cake. Get in there. I don't even like cake.
I like it.
So back to food again. Spicy or not spicy?
Spicy.
I like spicy sometimes.
You can't get it hot enough for me.
Jalapeno is about as hot as I go. I don't want it spicier than that.
So when you two, if you fight, who talks who first?
If we fight?
We
Like
don't.
when you fight, you sometimes I remember when I fight with my
Punch her
mother.
in the eye and then we're
I don't
done.
talk to her.
What'd you say? Joke like that. That happens to people.
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't even hear.
I like to play. I like to make humor and I like to make jokes. So we don't usually fight. Is that we do get into our little arguments sometimes.
I would say he always starts it. It's always him.
And usually by the time she's done and over with it, I'm still talking.
Yeah.
So she just tunes me out.
Oh, that's funny. So who between two of you, who is good with numbers?
Me.
I hate math. I'm the vision guy, right? I'm the guy who sees the plan and is like, okay, this is how we're gonna get there. I'm the big picture guy. I do not the details, and math is details.
Uh-huh.
For a minute.
Yes, I can answer for her. I will take over.
That's funny. Oh, actually, we're having some people we have a question for you guys. What are Alesa's thoughts on Andrew Yan's potential path?
We already answered that question. We answered that question while you were looking for videos.
Yeah. You have to watch our video. Hi, Now is here. Christmas gift, UBI. Now is here. Ha ha ha. Oh, have you ever had a close encounter with Andrew Yan? Like talk to him, like one to one. Yeah, you.
You ever watched the video on our channel? We had so many interactions with Andrew during the campaign that
that's great.
We were blessed. We were actually fortunate to be around him as much as we were and to be able to talk to him. And yes, we were able to talk to him many times one-on-one.
That's great. That's great. Because I don't even think Andrea knows me, because I never really had intimate.
He knows who you are.
Really?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Are you sure? How do you know?
I think we talked to him about you at one of the events.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Woo! I'm so happy now.
I bet if you asked him, do you remember me? He'd be like, yes, absolutely. He probably knows your full name and everything because he's
good like that.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. Yeah, he's not normal, He's not normal.
I agree.
Just like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not normal.
He's not normal in a whole other way, though.
Yeah, it's not normal. Yeah. So, any other questions? Any films you watch lately other than Notebook touches you? Lately, any film you want to share?
We just watched The Santa Claus. We watched Home Alone.
Yeah, we're fortunate enough to, Zephaniah is 5 years old, so like Home Alone is new to him, even though like me and Macaulay Culkin are the same age. But this is all new to him, and like he gets to see the Christmas movies that we grew up on and stuff. We love the holiday season. It's a blessing.
Very good. Nell said, I mentioned your name to him. Thank you, Nell. So anyway, great. So last question. One last question. Very simple. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
I used to drink coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore. I don't know why. I just like one day I was just like, I'm just not gonna drink it anymore.
Yeah.
But if like
I love
I'm
coffee.
from the South, so give me a glass of sweet tea.
They don't even have sweet tea up here hardly.
Man, what kind of place does not have sweet tea? That is just
Chinese bubble tea. Have you ever had Chinese bubble tea? Bubble tea?
Nope.
No.
You
Try
are
that.
talking to some straight country people.
They don't sell that anywhere near where we've lived and where we
They
live.
don't sell that at the gas station.
Yeah. Yeah, Nell is asking you a question. How's your new house? Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's coming along. We got a lot of work still to do, but he's doing a lot of painting. I'm trying to help and also do the other stuff. Yeah, his wrist hurts now from all the painting he's been doing.
Crazy.
Because we're trying to paint the entire house, and it's because it needs it. It needs new floors everywhere. The outside needs done. We need foundation repair, but all this stuff is kind of going to wait, and we're just going to do what we can do now. Because it's wintertime. It's snowy. We can't do anything outside right now.
Yeah. Congratulations for it's you owning it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Through a blessing of the Yang Gang, one of the Yang Gang went in on a deal with us and helped us to secure this place, which was a huge blessing for us because we were putting out videos about our crazy landlord and the situation that we were living in. And we had to get out of that house because that dude is something. He's something special.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk?
So
man, go back and watch some of those videos. I mean, there was even a point in time where they literally pooped in our yard. They pooped in our yard.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
So
wow. Wow.
Yeah, definitely go watch those videos.
You have gone through a lot. Yeah. I'll go back to watch. So thank you so much. Thank Russell, thank Elasa, and thank all our audience to be with us. Nell just got here because he has to work, Nell works hard. So he just have time now. And please subscribe. Russell's GrassRoots is #Youngin channel. And also please subscribe Juhl Media, my channel, and then stay put for my January 4th film watch party. Yeah. So, and thank you so much. And you guys are so much fun, and you work so hard, and you deserve the best. And thank you for your contribution to the Yang Gang world and Andrew Yan. So he should feel very fortunate to have people like you.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you having us on. Thank you again. We appreciated the conversation, and it was awesome. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I enjoyed it. And
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing awesome stuff. You've been doing this for a long time too. So yeah, keep going. You're doing good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so keep that house working. That's your long-term project, and good luck. Yeah.
See you on the next one.
Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Hanukkah, and Merry many things. Bye.